Well, hello and welcome to the Master's Table. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Tina Cleveland, your co-host. This is Frankie Cleveland, the chef and your host.
Oh my!
We've got some wonderful dishes for you. A dish for you today.
Yeah, we got another good one. We already got the wok heating up and going. We're gonna do a shrimp fried rice today, and we're gonna see how. I'm gonna see if Tina knows how to handle this wok today. But
I'm handling it.
We got a shrimp fried rice. This is I ain't gonna over talk it. I ain't gonna complicate it. I want to simplify this as much as I can. This is kind of a clean out the refrigerator deal. Getting a few things out of the way. First of all, and I got a paper towel in there. I went ahead and put them in the bag. This is star of the show today is our shrimp. This is a pound of peeled and deveined shrimp. They're raw shrimp. You could get the already cooked if you want to, and just add them in and just warm them up. But we're going with a raw shrimp because we're gonna cook them.
Jumbo.
I think these are large. These are not the jumbo. These are the large. But this is the star today, the shrimp. And I ain't even gonna say nothing about it until we come back from break.
You better let them be sitting down.
I'm gonna give you a serious pro tip, something that's gonna come out of left field. You never would even know it today. But day-old rice, y'all know the story. Anybody that cooks rice and does stir fry, day-old rice is the way to go. And we got a few other things to go in there. A couple of veggies. Shrimp fried rice, you put anything you want to in there. So without any more being said, I'm gonna go ahead and lay these shrimp out and let them, we're gonna dry them and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, get something right with, you're gonna want this one. And we'll be right back on the Master's Table. Welcome back to the Master's Table. I went ahead and dumped these shrimp out because I don't want to over talk it too much, but I don't want people to miss this step. It's very important when you buy fresh shrimp, or especially if you buy frozen shrimp, they are very waterlogged. So after they thaw out, you want to pat these dry. You want to make sure these are good and dry. But what we're going to do, Tina, is that was getting a little warm, so we moved it off a while ago.
Is that enough oil? Huh? Is that enough oil?
Yeah, we're gonna add some butter. We're gonna flavor it on it. Go ahead and cut that on up on a medium heat because this pan's gonna cool down. Okay. Now we got this wok, and I never even really used a wok that much, or I like my skillet. But my son gave me this wok right here, so we're gonna use it again today right here. But you don't have to have a wok to make this dish. That's all I want to say. You don't have to make a wok. You don't have to have a wok to make this dish. But I'm gonna go ahead. While that's heating up, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of butter. Don't let that pop in your eye now like it did before.
Yeah, if it does, I'm going back there and sit down.
But this is very important. The shrimp, a lot of times, are very waterlogged. Like I said, especially if they've been frozen. And sometimes shrimp, they packed in water. So we're going to let that melt just a little bit. And while she's doing that, while I got them laid out, I'm going to go ahead and put, and I know this is very optional. This is a lemon pepper. And I know, well, you don't know why you're putting a little, everybody's a little bit different. And that's what makes, I try to make it just a little bit different. So we're gonna go ahead and season these with a little bit of lemon pepper. I'm gonna pat that in. Tina's got that. I'm gonna drop these, and we're gonna season just a little bit more in a minute. But Tina, just kind of let those lay there. And I'm gonna tell you, before I even get them in there good, we're gonna flip them. We're gonna cook these maybe a minute on this side, and we're gonna try to at least stir them. You can't really flip them in this pan, but we're gonna drop these.
If I had one of those tongs, I could.
It's okay. You won't have time to flip all these. We're gonna stir them. We're gonna let them cook. We're gonna let them cook for a good minute.
There it goes.
Right there, before we do anything. Don't just let them be right there. You may keep pushing them to the middle for me a little bit, but we want to let them cook. I don't like to pile them up. I like to make sure they get some heat on that side before we get started good. And this, like I say, this is probably this might be a little more than a pound. Like I said, you can add as many shrimp. You can put a whole big bag. If you like shrimp, put a lot of shrimp. If you don't like shrimp, don't put none. You can put chicken. As a matter of fact, I bought a rotisserie chicken and thought about cutting some of it up to put in here. Turn that heat on up a little bit, about medium high. I want that to get good and warm. You can put chicken, anything you like. You can make stir fry the way you want it, but the main ingredients, always remember, the stir fry is that day-old rice. Now, I have seen it done, and it can be done. You can take, you can cook rice, regular. I don't know what is the rice that cooked, the 10-minute rice or whatever. You can go ahead and cook it, and let it set for a little bit, and then you can dump it. But the main thing is just like these shrimp, if it's gonna work in this dish, it has to be very dry. You gotta dry it out good. So with that being said, let me drop these other few little shrimp. We're gonna season this just a little bit more. Tina, we just wanna get a little bit of color on these. You know, if you order, you know, most of the time, if you order shrimp fried rice out, you always got a lot of flavor, but if you'll notice, your shrimp don't have a whole lot of color, and they don't have a whole lot of seasoning or flavor on the shrimp. So that's what we're trying to do today. We're gonna get a little color on our shrimp and get them seasoned. Just like I say, this is at home. Let them cook just a little bit more right there, and then I'm gonna let you give them a good stir. But I want to go ahead and I'm gonna add this. This is our all-purpose. This salt, pepper, garlic. You can go easy or light. If you don't like this kind of seasoning, don't put anything. But we just want to make sure that our shrimp. This is low in sodium, so I'm gonna give it just a small pinch. I'm not giving a big pinch. This is just a small pinch of salt. We try to go low on the sodium. Matter of fact, on this, I'll work through these ingredients in a minute. But I even got the low sodium soy sauce. I'm trying to keep this as healthy as we can. Go ahead and give them a good stir, Tina. And we'll let those cook about another minute or so, and we're gonna start adding a few more things. I think this half an onion I got might be enough. I got another. This last batch of onions I got, they were huge. I don't know where they got these at, but boy, these were big onions. And then again, this is
If you love onions, put the whole thing in it.
Like I say, this is your dish. Use what I'm telling you as a guide, but you could I will put a medium-sized onion in there. This one right here was huge, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this chopped and be getting this ready, because we're gonna let those shrimp cook just a little bit longer, and we're fixing to get them out. And they're gonna finish cooking, because we're not done with this dish right here. It's gonna all come together here in just a minute. It comes together quick too when you start. I don't know if Tina, how many times she's made shrimp fried or stir fried or fried
You say
rice.
you know how many times I've made it.
Yeah.
I ain't made it
I don't
any.
know. That's what I was gonna say. I don't know. And this, you know, we love to cook, and we cook a lot at home. And Tina's always with me. And I'm always trying to show her what somebody else has showed me, because kind of like
I don't
Paul.
want to know.
Well, cooking is just like anything else in life. I have learned, and I don't know how to do everything. I don't know how to do it right, and there's probably a lot of people out there telling me I don't do nothing right, but it's okay. I ain't cooking. I'm cooking because I like it. I'm cooking the way I want to. But
I can cook.
yeah, you can cook.
And it's a good thing that Christmas and Thanksgiving only comes once a year, because that's the only 2 days I cook. So
Yeah, and she cooks well.
So I can
But I
cook
tell
well.
people, they say, well, I don't like it. But people say, well, I don't like it like that, Brother Frank. I say, you know what, I'm cooking this for me. I ain't cooking this for you. I'm just kidding. We love to laugh. But we learn, and what I was going to say, Paul said in the Bible, he said, I have learned. And I've said this many times before, and when he said I have learned, you know what that means? It means he didn't know in the beginning. He had learned. So
Yep.
I have learned some things about cooking along the way, and I got a lot more to learn. And I just love to cook, and I love the Lord. So that's the reason why I'm here today.
God is good.
Yeah, he's good all the time. How many times you heard me say it? I mean, not only did he give us food to eat and food to cook, he gave us a kitchen to cook it in. What about that? We even have a kitchen.
And an
Okay,
appetite.
let me rake them out right here, and I'm gonna let you have this right back. We're gonna add these back here in just a little bit. See, that's almost like a scampi in there. You cannot, you can't have that.
And that's my favorite.
If I take Tina, if she goes out to eat somewhere, she talks about, she always wants a shrimp scampi. And she'll even, I think she would just say, just bring me the butter. Don't even put the shrimp in it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let these onions, if we don't.
Saute.
Yeah, we're not gonna, we're not even gonna say we're gonna cook them down. We're not even gonna cook them all the way down. But I'm gonna go ahead and be cutting a little bit of this green pepper and getting it ready. Yeah, I ain't gonna cook it all the way down. I don't like to cook anything all the way down. I like a little bit of
green
texture.
beans.
Yeah.
Green beans need to be cooked all the way down.
Southern style green beans, yeah, they gotta be cooked.
Mushy.
So you can put, I don't know, I think the recipe calls for about a half a cup of this green pepper, and we're gonna add this in just a little bit. We're not gonna put it right now. Let's just go ahead and prep this while you.
You don't want oil in this?
You need a little bit more. Eric,
Yeah.
pour you about a tablespoon, maybe a couple tablespoons, you think. Do that one more time. One more time.
That's good.
Okay, I think that's enough. And I always like to get a little bit of, I'll cut those roots off of them. I always like a little bit of this part too. I always like that flavor. We've been getting these prepped up and ready. Like I said, this is very easy. Like I say, this is one of those refrigerator clean out recipes that I like when we want some shrimp fried rice or stir fried rice. It comes together quick. I'm gonna use this bell pepper. I'd already chopped this up and didn't need it. And what I was working on, so this would be a good place to put it right here. We're gonna dump this right on in there with those onions. And I really don't like these cooked real hard, real soft neither. I like these
But if you do, if somebody does,
right,
you can cook them the way you want to.
Burn
them if you want to.
Just remember, this is a guide. This recipe is just a guide. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna season that. You know, we season as we go, and we taste, sample along the way. That's all we do is eat during the breaks. No, I'm just kidding. We try to sample and check it out. Just a pinch. Now this is a small pinch. I don't like hot. I like flavor. And this is just a small. That's enough right there. I don't need no more red pepper than that. That's just a pinch of red pepper, and I don't have any gloves on, so I'm gonna tell you when you food them with jalapenos or the red, any kind of cayenne peppers or anything, be sure to wash your hands, because if you mess around and touch your eye, you done had a bad day.
Yep.
All right, this is there's different at the grocery stores. There's different herb mixes, and there's different. A lot of this is completely optional. You do not have to put this in there. But if you like Italian herbs, this is just like instead of a dry Italian seasoning, this is just a little herb seasoning. I'm just gonna put just a pinch. I like to put this in a lot of different dishes. That just gives it a little bit of flavor.
I had never seen that.
Well, they have the.
I didn't know what that was.
They have the Italian herb. You know what? We'll do this too. Watch this right here. If I got something right here to get a little. I'm gonna get you just a little tape. We're gonna, like I say, it's ours, and we can do it like we want to. So we're gonna put just another little pinch. This is like like a bouillon. This is an Italian herb bouillon seasoning. We're gonna put just a little taste of that in there. Yeah, those are coming together pretty good.
Burning.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? Go ahead and rake that up to the side. Rake that all the way up to the side. And what we're fixing to do is go ahead and drop you some veggies in here. We're gonna drop a little bit of veggies. This is peas and carrots, and I'm gonna probably put I don't know, probably I'm gonna probably put, let's say about what a cup and a half looks like. That's a cup and a half. Let's see what that does right there. We're gonna stir that around. Yeah, keep that moving right there just for, I don't know, it ain't much left in there. That ain't even enough to, we're gonna put it all in there. That was probably a cup. I don't know if that's 2 cups in that pack or not. We're gonna do that. Like I say, use the recipe as a guide. And if you don't like peas and carrots, of course, don't put any peas and carrots in there. But if you like them, like I love the green peas. I could eat that whole bag by myself. Matter of fact, I'll eat English peas out of the can sometimes. I like them that much, and Tina don't like them. But I'm gonna put about a cup. This is just sweet corn, the sweet yellow corn. You could use whatever, but I'm gonna.
Frozen vegetables are cheap.
Yeah. Well, and you know what?
And much healthier than canned.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think that the frozen vegetables, they think, well, they're frozen, they're not as good as fresh. But really and truthfully, if you think about it, the frozen vegetables are packed at the plant right when they come in, so they're frozen right then. So sometimes the frozen stuff, what you got, cut that on up on about a medium high. Let's work over about a medium high, because that is frozen. But a lot of times, the frozen vegetables can be more, or can be even maybe more fresh or better than what we think is fresh in the grocery store, because they've been in transit, they've been sitting on the store shelf for a while, and even though these might have been there, they froze. They was froze fresh. So
yeah, with all the nutrients in them.
Yep, just keep moving that around right there, and we're gonna rake that to the side here in just a few minutes. We just want to just a couple of minutes on that, really. I mean, it don't take long, because you don't want anything. You don't want any of this like cooked to a mush or anything. You want it to be still have a little bit of a crispness to, crisp. taste to it. Christmas. Well, it's coming too. It'll be here before we know it. Don't even mention that word.
I don't want to hear it.
There ain't but one good thing about Christmas, and that's Jesus Christ. Amen. Everything else, that commercialized side of it. Whew, kids and grandkids. Somebody needs to talk to me out there. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna drop it inside. I waited about telling you this right here.
You need to pay attention right here.
Yep, pay good attention right here.
Because you're going to say, oh my gosh.
Here's our pro tip today. This is Spam. And not only is this Spam, this is bacon flavored Spam.
Woo!
Bacon flavored Spam. Does it get any better than that? This right here this is where our flavor is supposed to come from. You think them shrimp's gonna be good, you wait till we put this right here in there. We're gonna put this in there and just kind of let it cook beside that just for a few minutes. This is right here, some sure enough good stuff right here. I don't know what y'all think about Spam, but I can just take a piece of Spam and fry it, make me a sandwich out of it, and just sit down and be happy all by myself. I'm just gonna give this just kind of a rough chop.
Spam is pretty cheap, isn't it?
You know what?
It used to be.
I don't think nothing's cheap much anymore.
But that used to be.
I think it's increased in price. I can't remember what I paid for it. It ain't as cheap as it used to be. What I want you to do is push that all over to the side. And we're gonna put that on one side, and we're gonna drop this Spam right here on the other side. Just push that to the
stick.
We'll just drop you a little bit more. Drop us just a little about a teaspoon of olive oil right there. And then we're gonna drop this right here, just a little bit more. There you go. That's perfect. That's about a teaspoon and a half. So what I want you to do is just stir that around. Just let that other sit over there, and you keep mixing it. But I want to let this brown just a little bit right here. I know y'all say Spam does not. It does too.
That's what I said too. I said, what is that sitting on the counter? He said Spam. I said, for what?
This is the pro tip of the day. You'll thank me for this. Sometimes I tell you, you'll thank me later. You'll thank me later for this one. You're gonna like this right here. I mean, this is good stuff right here. And I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna make me a sandwich out of that.
You put the whole thing in there?
You can, but I'm not. We got so many vegetables, and we hadn't added our rice yet. I'm gonna put just a little bit more. We're gonna add just a little bit more. And the only thing we want to do is just kind of brown that. We just want to brown that just a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and drop you a handful of these right here. Let these be as you mix that in.
Well, it's pretty.
Now, that being said, like I said, I'm gonna save that little piece of Spam right here. I'm gonna make me a sandwich out of it. Y'all done got me thinking about a Spam sandwich. I'm gonna move this over here out of the way just for a second. Now, what I wanna, let's go ahead. Look here. I told you we're cleaning out the refrigerator. We're going to drop some mushrooms, and we're gonna drop a little bit of garlic in here.
We're gonna put it all now.
Yeah, you can do it all up now. Cut. Yeah, you got it on a medium high.
Yep.
We need it on at least a medium high because we want it all to come together. We're gonna drop just a little bit of garlic. I'm gonna put about 2 cloves, 2 of these big cloves of garlic in there. I love fresh garlic. Let's see your thing right there, just a second. There you go. Yep, I love that fresh garlic.
And you don't have to put mushrooms. A lot of people don't like mushrooms, so you don't have to put them in there.
Yeah, you don't have to add them. Like I said, this is we clean it out. We making some room in the refrigerator for some more stuff we're gonna bring in. That's the way I look at it. Now, what I want you to do is go ahead and push that all to the side. We're gonna let that sit over there and just kind of simmer in the little mini crock pot side over there. We're gonna push that all the way over there. Pack it just as much as you can right there. Now, what we're gonna do is drop me a little bit of olive oil right here. That's good. That's about another teaspoon of olive oil. We're gonna just let that sit there just a minute. Let it do its thing.
You got in this dish. You got veggies. You got meat. You got dairy.
That's 3 eggs.
You got everything.
Go ahead and break them, but don't just let them sit right there. Go ahead and break them and kind of you can scramble them a little bit right there. Slide that over so you get your heat right there.
Couldn't see.
That looks pretty good. So we done seasoned everything else. Let's just go ahead while you're mixing them eggs. Just go ahead and keep scrambling them right there. We're gonna hit them a little bit with the AP, garlic, pepper, a little bit of salt, a little
And
bit
these
of paprika.
seasonings are available if you would like some.
A little bit, just a touch.
That's left. Ooh.
That's good right there. That's gonna be good stuff. That right there. Just keep on scrambling right there. All right, let that set right there just a minute and do its thing. Now, what we're gonna do now, this is sesame seed oil, and I want you to be very careful with this. This is about a teaspoon because a little bit of this goes a long way. So I'm gonna go ahead and while that's doing, I'm just gonna do this right over here. We're gonna put our sesame seed oil right over our vegetables right here, and then we got about. I'll let those scramble. I don't want this soy. I want to let your eggs get scrambled good before. Let them get good and done before we add the soy sauce. But we got about 2 tablespoons. You can go 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and I've got a tablespoon of this is I guess it's hoisin, if I say it right. Hoisin. This is like almost like a barbecue sauce. You can find this in the Asian food aisle of your grocery store, but this is kind of mellows out the flavors that we're working with. So just keep on scrambling right there, Tina.
Sticking.
Don't wreck your vegetables all the way into it yet. We want that egg to scramble.
Yes.
Just let it lay there and cook just a minute, and we'll let it cook just a minute, and then we'll keep folding it. Just keep folding it over and over on itself. There you go. Just let it keep on doing its thing right there. As that egg gets done, then we're gonna roll that in there, and we're gonna add these few seasonings and dump our rice, and we're gonna be good. This is gonna be some goodness right here. All right, so while you're finishing up with that, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this. That's about a tablespoon of hoisin sauce. And here's the soy sauce. That's about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and we may adjust that a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we got when we get there. All right, now that egg, you got your egg. All right, now go ahead and you're done enough. Now go ahead and stir all that together.
Hallelujah.
Go ahead and put all that together. We're gonna come with this rice right here. This is about I started out with 4 cups, and I'm gonna put about probably, I don't know, probably 2 to 3, probably about 3 cups of this, and I'm gonna see if it needs the other cup. And while you stir, let's go ahead and dump. We're gonna put about, this is, like I said, this was 4 cups in this bag, so that's probably about 3 right there. I want you to mix that up good, so we can get this right here ready to plate up, and we'll go to break, and we'll come back here in just a minute, and we're gonna see what this looks like. It's looking pretty good, Miss Cleveland.
Yep, y'all don't go anywhere.
Keep on raking that into the middle and get that, keep going from the side to the middle. Just keep raking, keep raking. We're gonna continue to incorporate and mix all this. Here comes your shrimp. There's the shrimp.
And this makes a lot.
Yeah, it makes a lot. Keep on raking. And so what I'm gonna do is while she mixes right here, I'm gonna go ahead and pour her up about another tablespoon. This is about a tablespoon, about 1 more tablespoon. That's a big pot right there. We're gonna go ahead and do this right here, and we're gonna keep stirring. So I don't want y'all to go anywhere. I want y'all to stay with us right here at the master's table, and Tina's gonna continue to stir this, and once you come back, we're gonna have it all mixed up, and we're gonna be ready to plate this up.
I'll be right here.
See what we got. What you think, Miss Cleveland?
Yep, we'll be back.
Well, here we are.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. We're about to see how this tastes.
This come together good, and this makes a lot. You can see right here, this recipe with that pound of shrimp, and that's 3 cups of rice. And Tina she said she didn't want any more rice in it, but I told her, and I'll tell you, if I was gonna eat this the way I like it, I would put this other cup. This is another cup, a good cup of rice that you could add in this, but. This come together pretty quick. This right here come together in what, about 20 minutes?
Yeah.
This is about 20 minutes. Like I say, remember it's a shrimp. It's Spam, bacon flavored Spam. That's where we get some of that flavor from. Any frozen vegetables. Got a few mushrooms in there. Just some seasoning. Pretty simple, pretty quick, and you can clean out your refrigerator with that. What you think about it, Miss Cleveland?
I like it. It's good. And I guess you could throw some noodles in there. You could have
Well,
whatever,
you
Asian
could,
noodles or
well, you
whatever
could,
with it.
but this one is called shrimp rice or stir fry, rice and shrimp or whatever. So this is just kind of a rice base, and you could do you could do a noodle base. But remember, you can put chicken in here. You could put any kind of meat. It don't have to be shrimp. It don't have to be seafood.
Yep.
It could be just chicken and rice stir
Yep.
fry. You could add a lot more peppers. You could add less. Like I say, any recipes that we use, just remember to make it your own. Use it as a rule of thumb to go by, and then make it come together the way you want it. So we thank you for joining us today.
If you want to get in touch with us, just frankie393@gmail.com. We'll give you recipes, anything you want to know about, we'll be glad to answer.
Yep, we'll
Thank you for joining us. Remember that God is good and God bless you.
All the time. Y'all have a good day and join us next time.